So I've spent several hours compiling a list of marijuana penny stock companies, and the list was bigger than this. I had more companies on here, but I erased a lot of them because they were complete garbage. But if you want just the list, I'll put it in the description, and I'll put my top 5 in the description as well, so you can take a look at that. I am going to cover the top 5 really quickly in a second, but yeah, once again, some of these are not really penny stock companies, but I just left them on here just because some of these are actually worth quite a lot. But I left them. You guys might be interested in those, so might as well just have them. Yeah, so all of these companies have some potential. They're not complete garbage. Those are just erased. And yeah, anyways, going into here we have Viaderma. And by the way, this is not in any particular order. This is not the best companies out there, the best penny stock companies. These are just the ones that I found interesting from the ones that I looked over. This company, Reddit, has been throwing some money at it, the people in Reddit, and they've lost a lot of money. People bought it at around 6 cents, and now it's 4. Too bad. But this company has some potential because they have some sort of a patent for diabetes medication or something, and if that becomes relevant at any point in time, then this could grow. But it's likely a pump and dump, so I wouldn't invest into this. But pharmaceutical companies have some really ridiculous gains with their patents and whatever they're doing right now, so it could have some potential, but it's very unlikely. Next one, we have Cannabo Medical. This is a company owned by Alphria, and I covered it recently in another video of mine. But I think this is a pretty good company. They're a medical marijuana company, and they have 10 dispensaries right now. And they're getting more patients every single month. They're getting more referrals, and they're getting more patients every single month. And by 2018, they're projecting to actually have a fairly nice company, and this stock could triple or quadruple in the span of about 2 years. So it's not bad. Interesting company. Next we have Kalytera. And then I'm going to throw in OWC Pharmaceuticals as well. Now this company has taken off already, but I just think that it's hella interesting, and I'll talk about that in a little bit. But both of these companies are pharmaceutical companies, therapeutic companies, research companies. I just kind of lump all of that together. They're companies that research cannabinoid things, and they try to create patents. They try to create new medicines. And the hope for a lot of people is that one of these companies will hit something that will be really vital and that will be better than any medicine that we have currently. So yeah, they have some potential. Alphria is also invested into this company. They're a major grower of marijuana in Canada, if you didn't know. But this company has potential. Nothing special. OWCP or OWC Pharmaceuticals, they've gone up a ridiculous amount, and I just threw them in here because I think it's interesting. At a certain point, these guys were worth a third of a cent. Now a few days ago they hit $3. So if you would have put $1,000 in here, that's in September roughly, you would have had $1 million right now, about $1 million. Interesting company. They already grew a lot, but it looks like they actually have more potential for growth, which is ridiculous. But they're making new medicines. They're doing some research. They have some interesting research, and they have potential, which is weird because this company has grown so much. I don't know if this growth is sustainable, but this is just a company that I find extremely interesting, and I just want to see what happens to them because this type of growth is just absolutely monstrous. Going up 1,000 times in the span of like 3 or 4 months, that's ridiculous. Last company on the list is American Cannabis Company. This is an American company, and this company is not going to grow significantly until recreational marijuana takes form of some sort, or at least they allow medical marijuana to be grown in the United States in large quantities. So yeah, this company helps other companies set up and do all of that stuff, get their licenses and such. And in exchange, they plan to get some sort of an equity stake in companies. So in addition to making money, they're going to be trying to get part of other companies so they can grow that way, and they can also grow because they have a fairly small market cap. And once recreational takes place in the United States, they should be able to grow. There's going to be plenty of people who are going to need help getting their licenses, getting set up, doing everything properly, getting connected with the experts and all of that stuff. And this company, I think that they're well positioned to do that. And they have potential, in my opinion. So that's it. That's pretty much it. The most interesting companies right now are pharmaceutical companies, therapeutic companies, and just research companies in general because they have so much ridiculous potential. But they actually have to be doing stuff. You can't just buy a company that has the name pharmaceutical in them and make money. They actually have to do stuff, and this company is doing stuff, which is why they're going up so much. Now, finding these companies when they're in their infant stages is really difficult for obvious reasons because everybody's looking for them, and yeah, it's a bit of a gamble investing in them as well. But anyways, I hope that helped. Leave some comments or something and check out my channel.